Welcome back to The Legend of the Legendary Megaman! On the last episode we died fighting this boss. And now we're back at this boss. For round 2 of probably 3 or 4 from the looks of things.
We're outgunned! We can't fight them head-to-head like this! We need a different strategy!
Here's what you need to do. You need to reflect his missiles back at him. His name is Ganon. Dwarf.
Megaman, what should we do? Fight or retreat?
Retreat.
Okay, Megaman.
Why didn't you retreat?
Because then you have to do that first order over again.
Oh, are you for real?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever retreated.
What if it's actually what you're supposed to do? Wouldn't that be really convoluted?
Yes.
How would you feel about that as player of this game?
I would still play this game.
Hashtag make Mega Man great again. We need Mega Man Legends 3. Let's do this.
Mega Man Legends 10.
If you don't watch it, you're gonna end up with a big hole in your backside!
Whoa! That's a pretty serious threat.
Megaman, are you alright? You didn't fall off or anything, did you?
Yes, I fell off.
Okay, this is perfect. They shouldn't be able to maneuver in here. What do they think they're doing running around like that? Why don't they just give up? Aim for their arms and weapons. It's nothing more than a big rock.
Shoot that dude.
Why aren't they running? Do they think they can beat us?
Yeah. You know, being on a boat like this makes me think we could be pirates.
You are a pirate.
I wish.
Oh no! He's trying! Shut up! Stop your whining! We still have one weapon, don't we?
Don't lose this. This is where you lost last time.
I could aim.
Maybe if you how to use a controller.
Yeah, if you're trying to use the deep, if you're trying to use the analog stick,
Are you for real?
it just doesn't work.
See if we get that Mega Man 64. Look how it's going. At least that thing has the worst aim ever. Finally. Did we win?
Nope.
Be quiet already!
I feel like you're a hit away from
I
death.
have to do this, but... Oh,
All those missiles flying around me feel very uncomfortable. Oh no. What is that?
All death.
Taking too many hits!
We died. Mega Man's dead, everyone.
That's the end of the South Play.
That's why Mega Man Legends 3 can't come out.
Because he's dead.
He never made it to 2. Never even made it through 1. They hit each other.
Lols.
Serbots are so fun.
Let's try that one more again. It's
You want to
about-
just cut it?
I'm picking something up on the sonar.
I have to suffer through this. So do they.
I like the way you think, sir.
Their robots are here!
What if they typoed that and it said water bottle?
Mission start!
Hippopotamus.
Mission complete.
Wow, look at that huge chunk of left over there.
Because everything shoots at you at once, and you can't.
Why don't you dodge it?
Ow. I'm not controlling the ship.
Move the ship.
I'm not controlling
Well,
it.
if you can't move the ship, then move the ocean. Duh. Haven't you ever played a video game before?
No.
It's like I go pick up the console and start shaking it around, and the water moves.
This is the only video game I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
What if everyone knows that you're lying? What then?
Oh, you're right. I've played 2.
Megaman behind us!
Press that button.
It doesn't do any better to do that. Can you just hold it?
What if we never beat this boss?
I've beaten this game before, people.
One of my biggest fears with games, especially like really long RPGs, is getting to like the end or very close to the end and then not being able to beat the game.
Coming from around this.
Because just like having spent like 40 hours of your life and then not being able to have the closure of, actually knowing that you finished it,
Yeah.
that's not a fun experience. The opposite of that is when you buy a game and you're super hyped about it, and you get home, and within like 20 minutes you're stuck. Like you just can't beat the first boss or something. And that hasn't happened to me since I was a little kid. But, oh man, that was an awful experience because you would be so excited to get a new game, and then you're like, I played this game for like 20 minutes and now I can't play it anymore. Because I suck too much. Can you imagine all those little kids back in the NES days? They get a game and they're like, I literally can't beat the first level.
I always remember whenever I played the first Legend of Zelda as a kid, I could never find the second level. No matter how many times I played through that thing. Every time I started up, I could not find that second level.
I think I remember the very first time that I played it, I found the first one, and then I think I found the third or fourth, and I was like, what? How many are in there? Is it 9?
Yeah. Technically 8, and then Death Mountain. Bye.
I'm not sure you just think it. I think it just like was like, I'm out of here, peeps. Have you beaten the original Legend? Have you beaten the original Legend of Zelda?
Yes.
Can I tell you a terrible secret?
You never have?
Nope. I have the actual card, so I was playing it.
Well, you know what to do for the show now.
I have to play TLOZ.
For Zelda, man.
What about Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link?
I've never beat it. It's way too hard for me. Did everything stop attacking me?
Looks like everything is way too hard for you. Michael didn't find that amusing. He kind of did, but he's a little angry right now and kind of salty. And so, like, his face, you can tell he's trying not to smile, but he really wants to, even though he's so angry, he could snap this game disc in half.
There is a next game disc do snap in half, people.
Don't tell them that!
I'm sure they know though.
No, there's nothing to suggest that we're playing this on PS3.
Shoot it! Thank you. Hope we're not being the boss this time.
That's really depressing.
I'm gonna try retreating and see what it does.
What if it, like, heals you?
Got rid of all their little ships. Wait!
If I make it to
I
that
can
point.
see it on the sonar. Heads up, Megaman.
Heads up, 7-Up.
Big coming this way.
That was that game.
His hair. I strive to have hair like that.
He's got that PS1 right here.
Anyone else has PS1 era hair?
Sethra.
Cloud Strike.
Too many hits.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even make it that far this time.
We know the name of this episode now, though.
Boat death.
Good luck.
Either Game Over or The Misadventures of Megaman.
Plus, I don't think in the PS1 version it freezes whenever you go to the save screen. I could be wrong.
On the N64 version, you mean?
I mean on the PS1.
Oh, like when you actually played on a PS1.
Yes. It's a boat.
I don't know. I haven't noticed any performance issues with like any other game that I've played, but that's not to say that I have played many of them as downloadable
I'm
games.
picking something up on the sonar.
I think the only thing that I have is like Symphony of the Night, Final Fantasy VII,
They're here.
and like Chamberlain.
Here.
The only PS1 game I've ever played on as a downloaded game is
Mission
Breath of Fire 4.
Final Fantasy IX.
You always struggle to remember that it's 9. You always want to call it some other name.
Final Fantasy 33.
What do you think the number will be on the final number of Final Fantasy?
103.
Really? We'll never live to see it.
Nope. Neither will the guy who
Megaman, ahead!
invented Final Fantasy.
No, do you know?
Nope.
You don't? Didn't you know if I said it?
Probably.
Hironobu Sakaguchi.
Yeah, him.
He's Gucci.
I did feel like playing since I was a 2. Not in 2, I mean as well.
Don't relax yet, Megaman.
Robbie, don't relax yet.
Signals on my sonar.
I'll never relax.
There's a lot of little signals coming from around this ship. They're above us!
Robbie, look at that face.
Megaman, behind us!
How do you like not take damage on this part? Call it Capcom. Let's add it to the list.
Remake the first Legends, Megaman Legends, and make the boat thing easier.
You know what game we need to play? Castlevania
Megaman, ahead!
Legacy of Darkness? Is that it? That's what I'm thinking of? What's the second one? Is it Shadow of something? No. It's the one... No one ever remembers the name of this one. I swear. I like how that game is so commonly just called Castlevania 64 that a lot of people don't even realize that there are two.
I think one's just called Castlevania 64, the other one's Legacy of Darkness.
I swear one of them is not called Castlevania 60. It's just called Castlevania. Yeah.
Megaman, behind us!
That sucks. But yeah, it's just called Castlevania. January 26th, 1999. We'll do it for its 20th anniversary. You know, the funny thing is that it didn't even get that terrible of reviews.
It looks like we got rid of all their little ships. Wait! I can see it on the sonar! Heads up, Megaman! Something big's coming this way!
The camera is barely tolerable, acting like a 7-year-old on pixie sticks. The camera will occasionally just go nuts, running around.
We're taking too many hits!
Wow, this is unfortunate.
Good luck!
Yeah, I was thinking Legacy of Darkness was Castlevania, and then Legacy of Darkness is the one that I was thinking was different.
That's the one
Dude,
with skeletons on motorcycles.
They came out 10 months apart.
Good.
Yeah, Legacy of Darkness is a prequel and expanded version to the first Castlevania game on the Nintendo 64, but also contains a remake of the original game with improved graphics.
They're here! Their robots are here! Mission start!
We're going to eBay Land.
Expensive.
They're like $20. I've seen them before in person. I've never played either of them. I've never played a Castlevania game that wasn't 2D. But I've played all the 2D ones. I'm one of those people.
Fascinating.
Megaman, ahead!
It's $45 to play. Okay. It looks like Castlevania is as low as like $10.
Sorry, I did try.
Dude, Legacy of Darkness is expensive. I've seen a couple for like 60. 48. There's a really beat up one for 28.
How do you beat up a cart?
Multiple signals on my sonar.
The label.
There's a lot of little signals
One of those
coming
type
from around
things.
this ship.
I was like, how do you beat up a cart?
The back of it looks fine, but something happened to the front of it. And to buy it now is $45. I'm gonna watch that. Oh, it ends in less than 24 hours. This is the one good thing of, infinite game overs on this game. You get to experience the inner working of the Radical Game guys.
Megaman, behind us!
Yeah, that's actually going to be the question of the day for this episode. Is anyone interested in seeing, like, more N64, PS1 era games?
Because I know I'll play them. I could play PS1 games all day. I think that's what I've played the most besides Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't know what I played the most, because you've probably noticed I go through, like, phases. Like, I'm really bad about, I will, like, glue myself to a console. And I'll play, like, several games in a row on this one console, and then I'll move to some other console. That's just how I do things. Yeah, it looks like Legacy of Darkness is not very expensive. I don't really want to buy it now, but if I can get it for, like, half price, I will take a beat up label.
I still know what the game is.
What?
I still know what the game is, even if the label's not there.
45, 62, 65, 60, 48, 63. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like if I'm gonna get it. It'll be the most money I've ever paid for a game that I knew going in was subpar.
I think so far is even worth it.
Hey, they actually have good reviews. Like, they don't have terrible reviews like you would think for like how negatively they're viewed today. I think they were seen as, you know, acceptable when they came out. I actually have the guidebook for one of them. I don't know where it is, but I bought it a long time ago.
Why?
I was like 8 or 9, and it was used, and it was at this place where they were having like a book sale, and so it was like $1. And so I just bought all the guidebooks. I don't know where they are now though, but I remember looking at it. I don't remember if it was Castlevania or Legacy of Darkness.
Something big's coming this way.
So I mean, that game, I remember it from my childhood, despite the fact that I have literally never played it. Just because I've been aware of its existence for many years.
We're outgunned! We can't fight them head-to-head like this! We need a different strategy! Megaman, what should we do?
I'm gonna retreat and see how it does.
Sometimes it's better to run away and fight another day. I'll take us back to the boathouse.
I really hope it just starts us at the boss fight. Because otherwise I don't know how we're going to do this. If we have to do that all over again, I vote we just scrap this episode.
Yes. What's up, Data?
No. No.
That's what you told me last time.
Isn't it really weird how, like, Capcom, like, randomly ported a couple of their PS1 games to 64? Like, there's Mega Man 64, there's Resident Evil 2.
Okay, I already have that game out.
I'm gonna find cool things. We're the Radical Phone guys right now.
Robbie,
It's a miracle.
it's a Christmas miracle.
We got it this time. And by we, I mean Michael. Because I'm not playing. I want no association with this multiple game over business.
I'm better than that.
What he said. I have no commentary to add to this. Ooh, this is fancy. It's a lot of dollars, but it's fancy. I'm like, why did you put the controller down in the middle of a boss fight?
You know, that's how you fight bosses. You just put the controller down. And then everyone works it out. With words. Haven't you
Yeah,
ever,
kids, no violence.
haven't you ever tried that?
You're gonna end up with a big hole in your backside!
That's how he wants to solve his problems.
Can't shake them.
Make love, not war.
No.
Megaman, are you alright? You didn't
P4
fall off or
Japan.
anything, did you?
Persona 4?
I've been saving PS4.
Okay, this is perfect. They shouldn't be able to maneuver in here. What do they think they're doing running around like that? Why don't they just give up?
So how do you feel about PlayStation VR?
I don't like VR. I don't like the idea of VR. I think it's super lame.
Okay, from what I saw, isn't it literally just like an alternate display?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't do anything. It's just an alternate display.
Why aren't they running?
And I'm 100% that most of the VR games aren't going to take advantage of, actual being virtual reality.
I mean, what does it actually add? Like, I'm confused. I don't know. Educate me.
Like, virtual reality means it's supposed to mean you look like you're actually in the game. You know, it's an actual reality. You're controlling yourself in a game. Like, one of the first VR games I saw is Job Simulator, which I think is a good showing of VR because you're actually, you know, doing a job. But most VR games is just going to be a game where you're controlling the character. You're not actually controlling yourself in a game. Supposedly in the new Psychonauts game, it's first person and it's taking advantage of all that kind of stuff. But FPSs would be a good
Teach them to mess with the bond.
game.
I feel like FPSs and driving games probably.
Would be the best for VR, yes. Not Final Fantasy 15.
That seems kind of silly. Like Skyrim would be fine.
Skyrim, Fallout, any first-person game.
Dude, imagine playing like Forza in VR with the racing wheel.
Did you know? I saw this a couple days ago. For like, I think it's like $300. But it comes with all this stuff for it's got like a tractor wheel. You can use it with Truck Simulator.
Mission complete.
Euro Truck Simulator?
Yeah, it's got like a wheel with they're not actual gas pedals, but they're gas pedals.
Status report.
This is the engineer reporting. Our engines are completely offline. There's flooding in the main.
I can't believe we finally beat the boss.
There are fires in blocks 2 and 3. They're being sealed.
Guess what happens when you fight at full HP?
I hate to admit it, but she's not gonna last much longer. Sir, you've got to get out of here.
All hands! Abandon ship!
Cheer up, Diesel. Don't worry. We'll go back to the ship and come up with a new plan.
That's it! That's the spirit! Thank you two. Now, I couldn't have asked for a better brother and sister than you. Blue boy next time for sure.
We're gonna end it right here, folks.
Yay!
Tune in next time when we go in here.
And go on another legendary adventure with the legendary legend of the legendary Megaman legend. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Radical Game Guy.